Hey everyone, welcome back to Effect For You channel. Today, we are going to create Aurora title effects, like this. So let's get started. First, create a new composition. 1920 by 1080, I call this main comp. Then create a new solid layer. And this is our background layer. Select the layer and search gradient ramp effects. Choose the color according to your choice. Then create a new composition. And I called this Aurora Pre-Comp 1. Then create again a new composition. And I called this Aurora 1. Width and height 3000 by 3000 pixels. Now create a new solid layer. And search fractal noise effect. Change brightness around -30. Open transform, and increase the scale around 950. Change complexity 1. Now animate the evolution, go to first frame, and add a keyframe, then go to the last frame, and change the evolution 1. This depends how long your timeline. If your timeline not longer than 20 to 25 seconds, so you can decrease the evolution. Now open evolution options, and change the random seed 100. Now select the layer, and search color armor effect. Open output cycle. And remove the unnecessary color. I am using only 3 color, but you can use more than 3 color. Then adjust the color according to your choice. And uncheck composite overlayer. Now create a new solid layer. And search fractal noise effect. Fractal type, strings. Noise type, spline. Increase the contrast around 950. And brightness 10. Now open transform. Uncheck uniform scaling, scale width around 220. And scale height around 950. But you can adjust these setting according to your choice. Now animate the evolution, so go to first frame. And add a keyframe, then go to last frame. And change the evolution cycle 2. Cool. Now select the bottom layer, change layer mode, normal to overlay. And track matte luma matte. So it looks something like this. And you can also adjust the color armor according to your choice. Now create new adjustment layer. And search turbulent displace effect. Amount around 70. Size 150. And complexity around 3. Now go to Aurora Pre-Comp 1. And drag Aurora 1 comp into the timeline. convert into 3D layer. Hit R for rotation, and change the X rotation, 90 degree. And move the layer top of the composition. Cool. Now go to main comp, and drag the Aurora pre-comp 1 into the timeline. And change mode normal to screen. Then search CC Light Burst 2.5 effect. Change ray length -20. Here you can see the effect. And move the center point, bottom side of the composition. Then duplicate the effect, and change the ray length. Around -30. Now duplicate the Aurora pre-comp 1. And delete the first CC Light Burst effect. Then search Gaussian Blur effect. And move the effect top of the CC Light Burst effect. And increase the blurriness around 20. And ray length around -20. Now again duplicate the Aurora pre-comp 1. Turn off Gaussian Blur effect. And adjust the ray length around -16, but you free to adjust these setting according to your choice. Now duplicate the Aurora pre-comp one more time, and change the CC Light Burst -10. Then again duplicate the Aurora pre-comp 1. And change the ray length around -2. And also turn on the Gaussian Blur effect, and blur dimensions vertical. Perfect, it's look good to me. Now create a new solid layer, and I called this particles. And search CC Particle World. Turn off the grid. Birth rate around 3. And longevity 10 seconds. Then open Producer, and change the Y position around -30. And change the radius XYZ, like this. Now open Physics, change Animation, Cone Axis. Velocity 0. Gravity 0. And extra 1.2. Now open Particle. Particle type, lens convex. Birth and death size, 0.10. Size variation and max opacity 100%. Then open opacity map. And make your map like this. Perfect. You can adjust the radius according to your choice. Now search Fill Effect. And move the fill color above the particle effect. And change the fill color white. And change the layer mode classic color dodge. Then duplicate the particle layer one more time. Select both layers, and change the opacity little bit. Now we need to add our text, so create a new composition. 1920 by 1080. And I called this text placeholder 1. Select Text tool and type your text. Now open Text layer. And go to Animate, and enable pre-character 3D, then add position. Then add opacity. Then add blur. Change Z position around 300. Blur 100. And opacity 0%. Now open Range Selector 1, go to first frame, and add a keyframe on offset, then go to around 2 seconds forward. And change the offset 100%. Now open Advance, change Shape Ramp Shape. Randomize Order on. And also change the Easy Low, around 40%. Select the last keyframe and easy ease them. And make your graph like this. And change the end around 50%. Cool. Now go to Main Comp. And drag text placeholder into the timeline. Now create one more composition. This is our displacement map comp. Then create a solid layer. Then again create one more comp. And I called this displace. Drag the displacement comp into the displace comp. Then search fractal noise effect. Change fractal type, dynamic, and noise type, spline. Contrast around 120. And brightness -20. Then open transform, and decrease the scale. Around 15. Change complexity 2. Now animate the evolution, so add a keyframe, then go to last keyframe, and change the evolution cycle 1. Select the layer, and convert into 3D layer, and change the X rotation -90 degree. And move bottom side of the composition. And also increase the scale. Cool. Now create new adjustment layer. Search Turbulent Displace Effect. Change amount 25, and decrease the size around 10. Now add keyframe on evolution, then go to last keyframe, and change the evolution cycle around 15. Now go to Main Comp, and create new adjustment layer. This is our reflection layer. And search Mirror Effect. Change reflection angle 90 degree. And you can adjust the center point. Now drag the displace comp into the timeline. Then select the reflection layer, and change the track matte, alpha matte. You can adjust the mirror center point. Now select all Aurora pre-comp layer. And change the rotation little bit. And also turn on 3D layer. Also make text layer into 3D layer. Now create a new adjustment layer. and search Displacement Map Effect. Select Displacement Map Layer, Displace. Change Horizontal Displacement Luminance, and increase Max Horizontal Displacement around 22. Change Vertical Displacement Luminance, and Max Vertical Displacement around 25. Now create a new camera. I am using 35mm preset camera, and adjust the Z position little bit. Cool. You can adjust the Aurora effect anytime according to your choice. And you can also change the scale width and scale height. Cool. Select the reflection layer, and change the opacity. Now create transition effect, so create an adjustment layer. And search Gaussian blur effect. Go to first frame and add a keyframe, and change blurriness 150. Then go to around 1 second forward. And change the blurriness 0%. Then search transform effect. And add a keyframe on opacity. Then go to first frame, and change the opacity 0%. And also move the text layer around 20 frames forward. Perfect. Our first scene complete. Select all layers, and pre-compose them. I call this scene 1. Now go to around 5 seconds forward, and duplicate the scene 1. Then go to project window and also duplicate the scene 1 here. Hold Alt key and drag the scene 2 over the duplicate scene 1 layer. Move the layer around 5 seconds forward. Open scene 2. Select all Aurora pre-comp layers. Then go to project window, and duplicate the Aurora pre-comp 1. Now hold Alt key, and drag Aurora pre-comp 2 over the Aurora pre-comp 1. Similarly replace the text placeholder 1 also. Now open Aurora pre-comp 2. And also replace the Aurora 1 comp, so go to project window, and duplicate the Aurora 1 comp. Then replace Aurora 2 comp with Aurora 1 comp. Open Aurora 2 comp, and change the color armor as you like. You can also add multiple colors. Cool. You can also change the scale width and scale height according to your choice. And you can also adjust the Aurora 2 comp. Similarly, you can change your text. You can also add color on your text. Perfect, it's look good to me. Our animation has done. Hit 0 for render. Thanks for watching. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please share it, like it, and subscribe our channel. For more tutorial, I'll see you in the next video.